and welcome back to Towering Pines. Today we are working a lot on our compost bin. So what we're doing today is we have a lot of kitchen scraps which we had built up, and we have been blending them to get them into smaller pieces so that they will compost faster. So we have eggshells, which are really good for the soil, some halves of limes, avocado. These are all things that are really good for your compost, and they're called greens. We also have some used coffee grounds and tea bags, which this will need to be cut up. Same reason we're grinding this up, and that is considered a green as well and will be used for the compost. Something new that arrived today is we have this special container, which in the future we will put our kitchen scraps in first. It just will live in the kitchen, and it has a filter that keeps it from smelling, so we don't have to deal with the smell of rotting food in our kitchen. And that's what this is. And so we are going to blend that up and then take it down to the composter. Say hi. Hi. All right, we're gonna head on down.
Okay, welcome back to Towering Pines. We're out here at the composter. A few days ago we checked the temperature, and it was the same as the outdoor temperature, which is not what you want. This should be heating up to make the composting go faster. We know it's all about balance. We're still trying to figure that out. So last time we thought maybe we didn't have enough browns, so we added a lot of browns. I came out here a little earlier, put our thermometer in because it takes a half an hour to kind of get to the right temperature. So let's see how we're doing. Oh, look at that. Watch out. So right now we are in, it says the steady range, little over 90 degrees. The temperature outside, unfortunately, is also about 90 degrees. So no, I'm not sure how effective it is. Hopefully we're getting a little bit of activity or not.
You can feel the heat coming up.
It could just be from the black plastic sucking in the heat from outside.
I don't think so.
But it looks kind of dry, so maybe when we fill up the other side, we'll put a little bit of water in both sides today.
Okay, we are now going to add our greens that we blended up into the side of our compost.
You want me to hold that while you scoop?
Sure. Thank you. So you can see it's in smaller pieces now. There are a few larger chunks, but that's fine. It should hopefully get broken down as it composts. We have a lot of eggshell, strawberry tops, some bits of onion.
Eggshell.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Bits of lime.
There we go. It looks disgusting, but it will hopefully make some good soil.
You got it now.
Yeah, most good soil starts out pretty gross.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. No.
Now, the greens, which aren't always green, are actually high in nitrogen, which is one of the important soil components. Once we've added these, we are going to add some of what are called the browns, which are higher in carbon. There you go. Pretty good. Now down here we have some new browns that we are adding. So some of your typical browns are some dead branches and leaves and that types of things, which are high in carbon. But some other things are shredded paper. So this is something that the two youngest helpers of our garden have been working hard on cutting up.
Where's the
like
other
Asher
one?
Here.
Inside.
And the one important thing to note, you can do shredded paper if you cut it up, but you don't want to do anything with colored ink, because that can put weird chemicals in your soil. Yeah. So anything with like black ink or pencil is fine though. All right, Asher, you want to start adding that?
Yeah. Can I just dump it in?
Yep.
Yep.
Be careful.
Careful.
There you go.
Yeah. Not coming out.
You don't have to get it all because you're going to refill that again more.
That's fine. That's good. All right. Another thing we have is some toilet paper rolls, which again Asher helped to cut up. And that's
can you
just
put them in?
the paper and the cardboard. Those are made from trees, wood from trees. So it's high in carbon and it's good for the soil.
Luke's gonna put that one in.
Okay. Now we have, this is egg cartons that has been ripped up. Asher helped and I did a lot of it as well. And this is something else that can be composted. It has to be the cardboard egg cartons. You can't do the styrofoam or plastic ones because it will not compost properly. But we're gonna add some of that in.
Okay.
We have quite a bit of it.
it.
Maybe not all of it.
Yeah, why not? There's plenty of room.
Let's not add all of it right now.
Yeah, wait until we get next screens.
Yeah, we don't want to have too many browns. You do want more browns than greens, but not too much more. All right. Last thing we're going to be adding to our compost today is a little bit of dryer lint. Now, dryer lint can be a little bit controversial in compost. It's mainly going to be fibers, like cotton fibers that comes off of clothing, and also like pet and human hair.
Can I put
But
it in?
it can have some synthetic fibers in it, which will not compost properly. However, it's just they're not really going to harm the soil, and it's a very small number. So we decided to use the dryer lint. And one other thing with the dryer lint is that you do not want to use dryer lint if you use dryer sheets, because there can be chemicals on the dryer sheets, which again will be bad for it. However, if you use dryer balls, which is what we use, then it is totally fine to use the dryer lint. So that's all we're adding to the compost for today.
Not all that we're adding.
We are adding anything?
We still have one more thing on the ground over here. The hose. We're gonna add a little bit of water.
Yes, that's important. It is kept moist, but not like
go
soaking
turn it
wet.
on. I'll go turn it on.
Okay, go ahead, bud.
So we're gonna add some water now. Okay, Asher's going to turn the hose on.
Watch Asher. Go ahead and get some video of Asher headed up. Don't turn it all the way, just like about halfway. Are there any kinks? Oh, there's kinks.
There's just one.
Oh, that actually works well. Because we don't want too much in.
We're doing some on both sides. So.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, our hose works perfectly well. Why are we putting it in the compost?
Yeah, so we'll just put some of this in. Then after we're done here, we're going to turn it. So hopefully that'll help get some of the liquid spread out through it as well. As you can see, this side's already getting pretty full. Our family is going to create a lot more compost than this little composter can handle.
We're probably going to do a worm compost eventually.
I'll go turn it off, okay?
Okay, yeah, go.
That's fine, bud.
Just
That side's probably good. If that's what moist. This side, actually, those browns were pretty dry. You got it, bud? I think so.
it just like leaks a bit after you turn.
All right, so who wants to be the turner today?
I will.
All right, so
Okay.
all right, you can do a couple too. So can you tell them how often we're coming out and doing this?
So we come out and do the compost every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then so we put the compost in, the browns, the greens, and then this time we did a bit of water, and then you just turn it 2 or 3 times. You don't want to do it every day, only on the certain days that you pick. And
It's because, so you want air in there, so that's why you turn it. There's air holes on the side here to let air in. But also, if you turn it too often, it's not good for the microbial life that's breaking it down. They don't like being turned all the time very often. So we've had to talk to the littles about only turning it on certain days when they've been asked to. So, all right, why don't you guys give it, 3 or 4 turns?
One, 2.
You wanna help, Asher?
Here,
You wanna
Asher,
get one?
you want to do the last
Do
one?
the last.
Last one, Asher.
Pull it around, or push it around. Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
3. There we go.
Oh no, it's coming back.
That's fine. Just let it go where it wants to.
All right, so we'll come back out, what's today, Saturday? So we'll come back out on Monday, we'll put the thermometer in, and hopefully we'll get that left side going. The way this is set up is so that you fill up one side and then just leave it alone, and then you add to the other side. Well, this side's theoretically breaking down. Like I said, this is not big enough for what our family's going to produce, so maybe at some point we'll just end up with a couple of composters. So we'll see.
We're probably gonna do worm composting though.
It's a possibility. So, all right, thanks for joining us today at Towering Pines.